Hi everyone, today I have a story to tell you. So this story is actually really funny and it's about the word Raj Rishi. So before we start, I just want to explain what these two words mean so you guys can understand it better. So Raj means king, and as you know, a king is a person who lives in lots of luxury, has lots of money and has things like gold and diamonds and other stuff like that, right? And then there's the Rishi. A Rishi is a person who leaves their friends, families and homes and goes away to live in a quiet place, like a forest or like the woods. And they do this just so they don't have any attachment or desire. Basically, they don't have any wants or needs. So this story starts when a king was exploring his kingdom. And then he became a Rishi. The Rishi only had two things: a stick and a water pot where he could scoop up water and drink it from. Then the king thought, this Rishi only has two things, but how was he so happy? While I need all this luxury, all this gold and all this money to stay happy. The king wanted to find the answer, so he invited the Rishi to stay at the palace for a few days. The Rishi accepted and the king gave him a tour and then held a big feast. But the Rishi didn't eat much. The Rishi said he's not used to eating that much. The king was surprised and then asked him, how are you so happy with only two things? The Rishi says, well, I don't desire or as much things as you. I don't have as much attachment. I don't desire as much. I'm happy with these two things. The king was surprised, but also satisfied with the Rishi's answer. With that, both of them went to sleep for the night. And then that night, something happened. There was a fire. The king was quickly saved and brought out of the palace. But then they thought they were forgetting someone, and the king knew who. He sent the guards in to get the Rishi out, but the Rishi wasn't coming. Not because he was scared, not because he was hurt, or not because he was stuck, but because the Rishi wouldn't leave without his two things, his water pot and his stick. Wait, now you're thinking, why isn't the Rishi, why would the Rishi die to get these two things, then leave and get new ones? Well, that is like attachment, that is like too much want. But the thing is, in the end, the guards helped the Rishi find it and they brought him out safe. So the king thought at the end, wait, I have all these things, all this luxury, all this money, all this gold, but I left it without a second thought, in a second, while the Rishi wouldn't leave without these two things. Then the king thought to declare himself a true Raj Rishi. So that's actually the end of the story. I know it ends in a weird place, but this made me think. So how can we be Raj Rishis? Or at least how can we be Rishis? So let's say there's a power outage, okay? Let's say I'm watching YouTube or like playing Minecraft or something, I don't know. And then let's say there's a sudden power outage, okay? Will I be so attached? Will I be so desired that I'd cry, that I'd say like, I'll die if I can't play? Or like, I'll go like, why? But no, or would I go like play with something else? Would I go play with a toy? Maybe I could go play with my friends if I don't have much toys or nothing I'm not interested. Maybe I could talk with someone, have some fun. We always have to find new ways so we don't have any attachment. That's what I thought being a Rishi is. And you guys can try as well. But without anything else to say, that's actually pretty much the story. I still can't think it. Why would the Rishi almost die? Bro. Anyways, thank you for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. And bye!